Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video, and today we look at the ugly LMG, otherwise known as the Madsen MG. Now if you end up finding this video helpful or enjoyable, then I genuinely appreciate you taking that split second to hit the like button as always. With that being said, let's analyse the Madsen and its ridiculous magazine sticking out at the top of it. Now I'm going to show you all three variants this time, those being the Storm, the Trench and the Low Weight. Now it seems that most people like when I get to the point and keep things relatively simple where comparisons are concerned, so I'll break this down into basics before we proceed any further. The Storm is the best choice for recoil control and a player who enjoys running around and ADSing a lot. The Trench is the best choice for Hipfire and thus suits someone who likes to run around and spray people down predominantly without ADS. And the Low Weight has the best bullet spread and is therefore better for a variety of gunfights, including at range, as long as the individual using it can control the recoil. So why pick the Madsen? Well, I would say it's a good choice for someone who wants to play reasonably aggressively as support, but either doesn't want to use the BAR on this occasion, or doesn't like the BAR for whatever reason. Now the BAR is the close quarters king of the support class, as I've talked about before in a previous video which I'll link to in the description if you would like to see it. Both the stats and mass player experience indicate this as well. So why is the Madsen kind of a backup to this? Well, it fires a little slower than BAR and has a little slower time to kill on average because of this, but the Madsen has 11 more rounds available per reload, which makes it a more versatile option. You can take on more enemies simultaneously than with the BAR, and you won't be reaching for the reload button quite so often. Of course, the release of the Parabellum could alter these standings when it gets released to the full game. Again, I've had an early look at this in another video, which again I will link to if you'd like to see that one. We'll just have to wait and see on that to see how it matches up. But for now, the Madsen is in a good spot in the meta for a close quarters style of play. But what about if we compare it to the other support options in a more general sense? Well, its reload is on the slower end of the scale if you've emptied all of your rounds, similar to the Hewitt or the Benny Mercy. However, if you've still got rounds left in the mag, then the reload is actually one of the fastest. Again, a trait it shares with the Benny Mercy, sitting at either end of the spectrum depending on how many bullets you've got left, none or some. It's also really nice to use at close and medium range, as we talked about before, but it falls down a bit at longer ranges due to the difficult recoil. But that doesn't mean it can't be used at range. Much the same as with all LMGs really, it can definitely pick up range kills if you use it the way it's supposed to be used. Relative to other LMGs, the Madsen has high recoil and low bullet spread, plus pretty average bullet velocity. This means that it can actually be a very reliable weapon at different ranges as long as you can control that recoil, and you'll be rewarded with those longer range kills if so. And finally, of course, you have to be able to cope with the reason it's the ugly LMG. That massive magazine sticking out of the top, obscuring your view of the battle in front of you. If you can put that aside, then this could be a great weapon for you. But this is just all my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to like, favourite and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters.